Hello again and welcome back guys to Dune Awakening. This is what it looks like to have 100 hours on the game. Or at least this is what I feel I've done quite well with the 100 hours. Got my buggy here, which is used for a lot of mining and extracting. Nice little garage. And then the base is upgraded. Got myself an ornithopter. One of two. I should be making a second one, or completing it very shortly. But yeah, this game is incredible. I just really love the dedication that they put towards getting all the details, the design, just making sure that it was not only just a survival game, but it had a story and it has the depth that Frank Herbert wrote about in terms of the world itself, the sandstorms, the sandworms, the sea etches, the different, well, not Fremen, but offshoots of classes and tribes and people. I really like that this game turns away from the books in a bit and diverges from the Paul Atreides line to something different. And no, it's incredible. Yeah, just some storage containers. So yeah, just a little tour of the base since the last time I mentioned I had like 2 or 3 floors. They're all empty, but now as you can see, I've gotten 2 garages, one just for the bike, one for that buggy. And then as you move up on this first floor, we got some blood purifiers, which is hilarious. You can put blood stalks and it extracts water from them, and then you can put it in these containers. It all, wow, it kind of does it on its own if you know what you're doing. Then you have the advanced vehicle, or sorry, just the regular vehicle fabricator. Ooh, what have I not built yet? Probably the engine. Yeah, because I've got the chases. Anyway, I'll do that later. On with the tour. These are all the power generators that rely on fuel cells, which you find throughout the map. And you can evenly distribute them with the subfief console, which is somewhere close by. This is a weapons fabricator, for those who don't know. And these are my favorite things in the game. These are the Fremen Death Still suit, or yeah, Death Still, yeah. And what you do is you deposit corpses into them, and it extracts all of the blood and the liquid, transferring it into water into those storage containers I mentioned. So yeah, moving onwards. This is all just kind of design up here. So you can see there's like a bookshelf, a living room area. You got the Padishah Emperor with his portrait there. And then you got the dining hall. Haven't quite completed a lot of the... Oh yeah, another... I wish I had another portrait that I can put up or some kind of artwork, but just the same one with a different frame. But yeah, so it's got different styles of chairs, different plates and stuff. I really like that I designed it where I had this open kind of roof which you can access and jump through. And I think I made it available just for myself, if that's right. Yeah. So I can actually do this to the associates, because we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, this is the garment fabricator, so I can make different kinds of still suits, armor. I felt it was appropriate to have it up here. And yeah, this is the bedroom. I don't think you can sleep in this, which is hilarious. It'd be fun if you could, but just a little additional role-playing to this. But I know that you can sit in the chairs, though. Yeah. But yeah, so far, this is all I've done, and I'm already feeling like I'm limited in my abilities for building the base higher up or wider because of the location I chose it. It's in this like valley. So I think it's time to move myself further north. And if you look at the map of the Haga Basin, I'm quite central. I'm next to the Hammer. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Hammerhead Rock on the Eastern Vermilius Gap. And the fastest way out of my ornithopter to get out of the map is this way. So, for those who don't know or who haven't played the game ever, all of this you have to explore and use probes with certain heights. Then it kind of like in Assassin's Creed when you do the synchronization and the eagle jump, and it displays like a whole area. It's the same kind of concept. So, yeah. So I've searched the whole map, played the whole map, done all of the trials, the missions. I'm still going through a lot of journeys, but we're gonna go through some skills. So you could be one of 5 classes. You can either be a trooper, a mentat, paleontologist, Bene Gesserit, or swordmaster. And it's not that you have to be this throughout the game. It's you start as one. So I started as a Bene Gesserit because I felt that I liked the abilities to call people and compel them, and also the Bindu sprint. That just to me sounded like the best. Plus, if you've read the books, which I am on Children of Dune right now, the Bene Gesserit just seemed like such a cool faction to me, and it's where the initial training of Paul, Jessica, and all the others before them, even Aaliyah, like they had that training to then instill into the world of Dune. So I'm getting too far into it, but basically they're such a cool faction, and I think that's what the show's about. I haven't seen past episode 1 of the HBO series. I heard mixed reviews, if not negative, so I didn't really pursue it. It didn't enthrall me to like keep watching it. So, but yeah, so you only have 3 main abilities, which use your, well, if you're on controller, your bumpers, or I think it's X, C, and Q on keyboard, and then you have techniques. So these are all related to different classes as you research the skills. So yeah. Oh, and the cool thing is you can also customize, like, just because I'm wearing in my inventory this type of still suit with these stats, I can customize it not to look this way. So right now I have it on the Atreides color swatch, but I can go default, or I could change helmet to this or that, have a little more of my face showing. But I think my favorite with this is, yeah, that hood. Yeah, this game, it really allows your creativity when it comes to, building a base, designing, figuring out how you want to play, what style of combat you want to do. And it is a bit limiting with the sword play, but I wish there was just a little more nuance, kind of like other sword games that are available out there. I mean, when I'm thinking about it, I've been playing a lot of Jedi Survivor with the lightsaber play, so there's cool moves and finishing moves. You also have Ghost of Tsushima and I don't know, like even Chivalry, like just regular sword fighting games. Like there's things you can do with the parry besides just block and heavy hit at light hit. Like it's a little combo there, but it just repeats. So other than that, I mean, the gun and range play is by far my favorite aspect of the game. I usually like to snipe people out before I get engaged in sword fights, but I can't believe that out of 100 hours already in 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, 100 hours in 2 weeks. That's how addicted I am. But I haven't gotten bored. Like there's still more to do, and as you saw in my skill tree, there's still things locked. So I have to finish those storylines, even though the main storyline is complete. So, yeah, they nailed the expansiveness of a single player opportunity to keep going beyond the initial campaign and to explore. And I still haven't completed a lot of the map. Like there's places I have to like go to search. I haven't tried going into the deep desert because at first when the game came out, and this is like just a week ago, it was all player versus player. None of it was single player. So you had to be with a guild, you had to be with a group of friends who had ornithopters that had weapons. Because you've seen a lot of clips online probably of people shooting down. But that has completely changed. They fixed the game in terms of the end game. So once you're done with the Haga Basin, which is this map, there is something, I think, to the power a 3. Like it's like something like 80 times this size is the deep desert. It's crazy how massive it is. Like looking at different statistics. And this is not a small map by any means, but yeah. The map of the deep desert is massive, so we have about, I think it's either 50-50 or 60-40 where it's player versus environment now, and then 40% player versus player. So there's still that opportunity to go, and I think like to fight each other, to have fun with your friends and get other people's bases closed. But I think in the player versus player, there's higher tier loot, or there's more opportunity there. The player versus environment is still fun. You can get what you want, but I think it's more for the solos, which, like myself, I am solo. Now, I have been really lucky to have met a few people who are just interested in the game, and they just started off a little more recently than myself. I think they were starting on Thursday or Friday, so like 4 or 5 days ago. And I was away for the weekend, but they kept building. So these are my neighbors over here, and really great guys. It was nice to play with them, chat with them, and I had some extra armor pieces, extra, water, as you saw in my base. So we have now kind of been working together, and I am trying to impress upon them like tips and tricks and stuff on their bases. Yeah, this is just the one guy's base. And he let me have access to it, which is really nice of him. And I let him have access to mine as well, but maybe not to all my storage containers, because, it's one of those things where I want to let him grind. He can let him... well, I grinded for my stuff. He can grind for his. But mutually, I don't mind sharing. But yeah, no, it's just such a good way to be both solo community, build your own friend groups, and to keep playing. Like, there's so much to offer. So if anyone's looking for a recommendation...
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, that happens every once in a while, which is interesting. So the thing with sandstorms is that if it's coming towards you and your base, say if you haven't powered up your base with enough shields, or you haven't put in enough power cells, the sandstorm can actually rip your base apart. And the main reason for this is if someone abandons it, builds a new base up north, let's say. So they build a base all the way up here, and then they stopped putting resources into the base down here, and they're like, nah, I'm just going to focus up there. Well, their real estate, all of that stuff that they built, like these bases out here, all of them could eventually be taken away by sandstorms, because other people want to build. It leaves room for others to, like, hey, I want to build a base up there. So it's just nice for the sense that it's not completely polluted with others. Like, I mean, when I first started, this was very empty. Now I've got so many neighbors. This guy, the guy down there,
Sector weather.
like, Dune Awakening is... I would definitely recommend it, even after 100 hours in 2 weeks. I'm going to put in another 100 trying to move my base up in north, probably, because there's more objectives up here. There's higher tier loot for aluminum, basalt, and other things, and also there's the Hog of Rift in here, which is such a cool place. I'll show clips of that over top of this conversation. Just, it's so deep, and it's got such a interesting kind of background with some of the ships that you like go into for the wrecks, the radiation, the crystals, like, yeah. And there's a bunch of deserters on both sides. There's deserters from the Harkonnens, there's deserters from the Atreides, like, the Hog of Rift is sick. Such an interesting concept. But yeah, this game is different from anything that I've ever played. Like, I have seen survival games before. I've seen stuff like Rust. I played The Forest a long time ago. That's more of a story-based thing. Yes, it is survival, but it's like survival horror mixed with a storyline. It's not like this. This is very open world. You have the main campaign, but afterwards, it's all on you. What you want to do with it, how you want to invest your time, and I always just find a reason to come back. That's the thing. I thought, like, oh, well, I've gotten most of the things. It's like, no, I want to develop more. I want to get a bigger ornithopter, which is what I'm working on now. I want to kind of refine spice with my spice refinery down here, make more epic loot, I want to have more storage containers eventually. Like, I've seen so many bases online that are huge, that have so much to offer. Like, I feel like this is such a cool game, and it's not underappreciated, but it's just at the level of like, okay, but people don't get it, you know? Like, unless you're playing it, like, So I just wanted to showcase my base, showcase the game a little bit more, and I'll put some clips in the background. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to say thank you for waiting on me for I think 2 weeks, because that's all I've been doing. I've been playing this, but also I haven't really had the need to play other games like I usually do with Fortnite or Battlefront 2, Call of Duty. What other things do I upload? Ghost of Tsushima, I guess. Like, I've uploaded a bunch of things in the past, especially with nostalgic gaming. Oof, those couple of Lord of the Rings games took a lot out of me, but I'm gonna get some more nostalgia games up as well. I want to start playing Crisis, so I'll probably upload some videos on that. But I don't think that people really like the nostalgia gaming because there's not a lot of views. However, when I posted the first time on Dune Awakening, it kind of shot up. So I'm gonna keep going with this. It's just hard to make content because I'm basically just following storylines and just doing objectives. So I don't know if it's entertaining to some, like maybe it is. And I'm not really the type of content creator to make a tips, you know, here's what I do, and the top 10 things I recommend, like, because everyone's got their own opinions, and I just feel like a lot of that content has already been made. Like, I even had to search up what to do in certain missions or how to, progress, because sometimes it isn't as easy as other missions, if that makes sense. Like, it's a little complicated, so you have to go on YouTube, and it's already like 1,000 videos out there, so I just wanted to do something different. Plus, I'm not the most consistent YouTube creator. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are enjoying the summer, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.